guys. Yeah, just oh, that's really loud. Turn that down a little bit. Good morning, guys. What's up? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. The aftermath from last night. Crazy. 2 are deceased. Right, 2 people deceased. This happened on the evening of May 17. A tragic incident occurred when the Mexican Navy's tall ship collided with the Brooklyn Bridge in New York. The ship, a 297-foot-long training vessel, was departing from Pier 17 on a global goodwill tour when it reportedly lost power and drifted backwards into the bridge around 8:30 p.m. The collision caused all 3 of the ship's 160-foot masts to snap upon impact. At the time of the accident, 277 people were on board. 277, man. Wow. 2 members lost their lives, sadly, tragically, and 19 others sustained injury, with several in critical condition. Dramatic footage captured sailors clinging to the rigging as the mast collapsed. Despite the severity of the collision, the Brooklyn Bridge sustained no major structural damage. They did do an inspection and traffic resumed on the bridge later. The ship itself was built in 1982 in Spain, and it's a sail training vessel for the Mexican Navy, named after the last Aztec emperor. So, of course, the NTSB launched an investigation. Nita said, I would avoid that bridge forever. I know. I couldn't ride that shit anymore, man. I'd be side-eyeing the bridge, man. I can't lie. All right, let me send out some notifications. Let's let everybody know. I don't think we have notifications again this morning. But good morning. And by the way, I did a video on my second page this morning. It Could Melt Clips. Check out the second page. It was me walking around, and I went on a little rant about this guy that allegedly blew himself up. So if you want to check that out, check out my other page, okay? Let me see. I got to update the link for the commands. Let's see. This link is not going to work. Fix that. Blah, 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 blah. Doesn't work. Update the link. It still works, but we'll update it. No notifications this morning, guys. No notifications. Doing a little check-in. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the of the month. Offline. Okay, let's fix that. Baby's crying.
Right here in New York City Saturday. 19 injured when the Mexican Navy training ship that you see right here, it is called a tall ship, crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge. NewsNation's Caitlin Becker is live in downtown New York City, where she's getting a better look at the area this morning. Caitlin, good morning. What are you learning?
just terrifying footage of this incident, Hannah. 277 people were aboard the Cuauhtémoc when it crashed around 8:30 p.m. on Saturday night. As you said, 2 people have died, 19 injured, and that death toll could rise because from what we understand, multiple of those injuries are actually in critical condition. I mean, look at this footage here. You see the masts snapping practically in half, one after another, as this ship collides with the underside of the Brooklyn Bridge close to the Brooklyn side. There were sailors in the mast at the time, and they can be seen dangling off of it after it had snapped. Now, thankfully, they were harnessed in. It's a miracle, honestly, looking at this, that more people didn't die, Hannah. And authorities are investigating the cause, but don't know exactly what happened just yet. However, they suspect it was a mechanical issue. Take a listen.
Today, about approximately 20 hours, the ship was departing from Pier 17, where it was heading out to sea. The pilot, the captain that was maneuvering the ship, lost, power of the ship and the current. Mechanical function caused the ship to go right into the pillar of the bridge, hitting the mast of the ship, where there was a couple of sailors on top of it. These sailors were injured as a result of the mast striking the bridge.
Now, Hannah, that official there was giving you an idea of where the ship left and where it was going, but I can actually show it to you. Pier 17 is just to my left, over my left shoulder here. Now, the ship left from there and was heading out past the pier towards where you see those cranes. Now, that is out towards the Atlantic Ocean. You'll realize that if Kyle comes back with me this way, it was floating in the wrong direction to where it was supposed to be going, to where the Brooklyn Bridge is right behind me. And we believe that it was floating that way because if it did in fact lose power, it looked like it got caught with the current, and there was just kind of no stopping it once it hit the underside of that bridge. Now, Hannah, the ship itself, as you said, was on a training mission, 277 people on board, and it was on a goodwill mission where it was left from Cozumel, Mexico. It was here, it was going to Iceland after that, 15 countries, 22 docks, but at this point, it's docked upriver here, Hannah.
Caitlin, first I want to say what a great job you're doing laying out the scene. I'm having a better idea of the distance of where it was and where it floated. During your report, you were showing us different vantage points of that collision. I have to ask you about the iconic Brooklyn Bridge. How did it sustain any damage?
It didn't. Remarkably, the bridge was just fine. Traffic was shut for a couple of hours, which was a little bit of a nightmare up here. But as I said, a miracle there wasn't more damage. Now the ship.
I want to get back on that bridge. Hell nah. No bridge for me, man. I couldn't do it. I don't know.
Itself did not sink. Around 12:30 a.m. a tugboat actually pulled it upriver a little bit, and you can see it docked right past the Manhattan Bridge. We got some footage of that earlier, and the broken masts are still there. And at this point now, the NTSB will step in and investigate exactly what caused this incident. Hannah?
All right, thank you for that, Caitlin Becker.
Thank you for watching.
All right. So the updates are 2 were killed. And supposedly this ship had lost power. Okay, supposedly lost power and crashed into the bridge. Mexican ship was moving in the wrong direction. The Mexican Navy training ship that struck the Brooklyn Bridge Saturday was moving in the wrong direction. It had been docked at Pier 17 in Manhattan, just down the river below the Brooklyn Bridge. As it's made its way out of the harbor, it was supposed to make a stop at Bay Ridge fueling dock before heading out to sea and on its way to Iceland. NTSB is launching an investigation. And supposedly all these people are on the mast because it's like a tradition or something. A bunch of them get on the mast. Collision comes 16 months after a cargo ship struck the Key Bridge in Baltimore. All these bridges getting hit. What's going on with these people? Voyage data recorder will reveal important information about the crash, transportation analyst says. Oh, shit. hell, somebody's here. What the? Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna head out, guys. I guess I just jumped on for a little bit to give a little mini update. Stay tuned for the updates today, whether it's the inmates, whether it's the bomber. Okay, make sure you subscribe to my mailing list. I need you guys, if you can, if you're available, to show up. At least get the notifications when I don't have notifications. Mailing list. Every time I go live, it shoots out an alert. Okay, check out ikidmail.com. Subscribe to my second page. You want extra videos and stuff. They just ended the live feed for the ship. The ship live feed has ended. So we got the bomber and we got the inmates. We'll see if we get an update today and any other news stories that come up. I've been gardening today, out in the garden, working on plants, all this stuff, moving stuff around. All right. So that's the update. 2 deceased. Oh, and some people were saying last night, okay, it's you're clickbaiting, Mel, you're clickbaiting. Because I said mass casualty. Mass casualty is injuries. It includes injuries. It's considered mass casualty event. It can include deaths too, and then it's mass fatality or whatever. So, and there's 2 dead people dead anyway, and there might be more. I don't know. So those people, I don't know. I don't know what to tell those people. You're gonna have to go Google, look up the definition. All right, the articles are saying that. Go harass these other YouTubers and other media companies. Go contact the media companies or contact my HR department. All right.